my other camera is finna die. But you're gonna see my butt doing it. You won't see me. Let's get started. Well, anyways, watch this femme very successfully install this curtain rod. Look how successfully she installed it, and now she's just putting the curtain, the curtain she made that she did not get from Joann's Fabrics, because Joann's Fabric tragically died, R.I.P. And she is putting it on the curtain rod and installing it with ease. I had an idea of making like a beaded curtain, but the strings is braiding hair. I got it from the beauty supply store, which is a bit of a humiliation ritual if you are not black. And then like orchid beads, you'll see what I mean later. I've never done this before, and I've not watched any videos.
He called every Mexican person he saw a chihuahua. He was horribly insensitive.
God, this guy's not funny.
I don't know what it is about you that keeps wanting to...
Why am I watching this? Like, little future idea for future Sophie. How about when you're filming videos, you wear pants? Crazy idea, I know. I have seen about 16 shots of your poontang just in recording this video alone. Not the other previous videos. Just in this video alone, I have seen about 16 shots of your poontang. Time to put on some pants. So here's the context of this clip. I've been hitting up her body. So I've been trying to be better at being a lesbian, but I'm not lesbian. I still like Pinar. I would be a lesbian if it weren't for Pinar. Pinar is the only... I went to a lesbian boxing event, right? And this seems to be a recurring problem, but I did not get good videoage because I was busy looking at the studs, you know? Let me show you my fit that I wore. Also, during this whole process, my Medusa piercing, something nasty happened to it, and I need to get it re-pierced. I crocheted these. I was going for like an 80s Jane Fonda exercise tape vibe. And this... So as you can see, in the braided hair, I have attached orchids, and I'm going to show you how I made them, okay? So let me take this guy so I can explain, I can woman-splain to you. No body dysmorphia. So the first thing that I'm making are these little guys, the sepals, the 3 flowers behind. Any beginner nail techs, I'm going to put you on to how to pick up a bead. You want to put it like straight down, not like maybe on a slight angle, but almost straight down here. You see, straight down. Tap, 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 tap. Not that many taps. And then you want to place it down on a paper towel. And then I like to dry it out, right? So it's easier for me to sculpture with. Thing that I'm making are these two petals, and these ones are kind of long and lanky. These ones are cute and pudgy. Okay. Right. The next thing that I'm making, these are R.I.P. Florence. She's Florencia. Her little like the labias. I'm obsessed with orchids lately and probably forever because they look like yoni. It's like, it reminds me of the Empress card, and like the Empress card is my favorite card of the whole deck, and creation and that kind of thing. Now I'm making this little tongue thing. I think they call it the labella. Do as I say and not as I do. Just do it on the nail form. Don't put fucking raw acrylic on your fingies. And but what I do is I mold it to my like fingy so it's curly because of the bone. I did get my fuchsia Medusa painting framed for $500. And I did not sound very excited in this clip, but I was very excited. I'm not good at expressing. I know what you're thinking. When is the real room celebration gonna start? This whole video has just been, shots of me almost showing my cooter. But I know what you're really thinking. How did you get this luscious pink hair? Let me show you. So we walk in, everyone take their shoes off. No dirty, disgusting shoes in my newly, mostly kind of celebrated room, okay? Here's the final results. Here's the quilt. I actually sewed this quilt. Woo! Curtains. Oak plants. Did I already introduce them? Julietta. I do not know how I feel about this plant. My orchid, we're not talking about it. My succulent, that survived me. And here's the braids so far. We got a couple orchids. I do not like this lamp. We need a new lamp. Oh, her. Not quite finished. We need to find another jewelry box and take care of all this. New chandelier, new bedding, nice and clean. And also Monstera Deliciosa. They're not supposed to have any shade, so I put them up here. We got the humidifier going and the UV lamp. And then we got this delicious specimen. And I know you were wondering about I'm struggling with body dysmorphia right now. I know you're wondering about oh god, this table. I actually got it from my grandma, Vintig, and I'm using it as a tarot table, and it's currently housing my lithium, and the little orchids, the fake orchids, are from IKEA. Remember my previous video where I was shining myself? I was crying, I was doing this, that, and the other because no license. I'm a licensed nail tech. Ooh, ooh. I'm a licensed nail tech. I'm a licensed nail tech. I think this calls for another seafood boil. Before I start, I need to make it very clear that this current situation that is happening right now is not how I take clients, okay? This is several manic episodes and not a lot of cleaning in between said manic episodes. Okay? So if anybody talks about my disgusting studio, I will be visiting all of your fathers. Okay, there is really not an excuse for these. This has not been used on any clients. Okay, these are the 3 leaves. These are actually gel. I ran out of acrylic. Hey everyone! My camera is currently not working, so we're gonna have to do this iPhone style. Cheap how I made this cheap how in I'm not gonna link it, but you can go find In the Mood for Love video review and me gooning for it. Me gooning for Wong Kar-wai In the Mood for Love, okay? But here is my cheap how that I sewed. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And here are the results of me celebrating my room. Now, why do I call it celebrating? Because when I was a kid, don't look. I was like, Mom, Dad, when I had them, I want to celebrate my room. I want to celebrate my room. And I'm like, we don't know what that means. We don't know what that means. And I pointed to the magazine and I said, I want to celebrate the room. And my celebrating the room that I was referring to actually was decorating my room. I just saw that my bed was not made. And I will not be making it. I'm extremely tired. Also, surprise at the end. We're not talking about my hair. We're just not. So here is how it's finished. We're working on how we talk to ourselves right now, okay? We're going for this braid, and there's like a little bead that I attached to it with like the glue gel stuff. This is bobby pin. Here's how it looks. It's gonna take me a second to finish this.